I can't be.
Man, it was 2 different times. So one, like I told you, I used to work in that radio station, and they never had us on contracts because I was myself and a guy by the name of Poon Daddy were the youngest guys at the radio station.
Is DC now?
No, not that.
Okay, my bad.
So we were the youngest people at the station. So basically, everybody else had contracts, at least year contracts. So me and him, I'm like, again, I'm 18, so I'm young as hell. I don't know shit. I'm just out here having fun, making more money than I've seen, hosting clubs. So since they didn't have us on a contract, you know, we were in fear of losing our jobs every day because we were live wires. We was doing stupid shit at that radio station, things that you would get fired for immediately.
Not shock jock type shit.
Well, maybe for shock jock shit.
Like, you know, shock jock is like doing something that, you know, like...
Oh, you talking about against the competitor station?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about just stupid young shit.
Okay.
You know, smoke limo, almost burning the goddamn car down, all types of stupid shit.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
You was young. You was doing young shit.
Oh, yeah. The crazy shit is that at the end of the day, when What's Your Fantasy came out, so I had an independent...
Wait, so time out. What's Your Fantasy came out while you were still on the radio?
At the radio station.
Oh, that's legendary. Let's make
yeah.
Independently? I thought you quit. My bad. Let me
so the whole story goes, I'm at this station and I'm making these, you know, little hundreds of dollars here and there while I'm hosting these clubs. So I built up enough money to where I had about $5,000 to $10,000 where I put all that money back into my own album. So I'm paying for all my recording, all my mixing, all of my mastering. And this is a time when vinyl was still out. So I pressed this whole CD together, and I had the vinyl and everything, and then I distributed independently. Even though first you kind of sell the shit out your trunk, then there was an independent distributor in Atlanta. So once I put the shit out. But the craziest, most dynamic, strategic part about this whole plan is in radio, as you know, as time goes on, everybody at radio, they move to different cities. So a lot of people don't stay in one particular slot in one city at a time. So during that 3 to 4 years that I told you I was up there trying to get put on as Ludacris, and then eventually had to invest in myself. I had a lot of friends in different places that had dispersed all around the country. So I literally told them, yo, I got this single. It's called What's Your Fantasy? Just give on your station. You got people in DC, other stations, so it's different friends.
Already.
So I had a network, but it was all a plan. So they started playing it. The shit gets instant reaction. Obviously, instant reaction on their channels. So once the shit started to blow up, and I knew
BDS spins, which is what's key at that time.
We had like 800 BDS spins on our independent artists, which was unheard of. So this is when all the labels started calling me. Before I get to that, calling my cell phone. I don't even know how to have my cell phone number. I'm talking about CEOs at every goddamn label. And, you know, that's another story for another day, but ended up signing with Def Jam, and they sent me my contract. And I remember being on air, and all those times that this station made me feel like I could get fired every day, signing my contract while I was still on the air, and that being one of the best days of my life, knowing that I didn't tell them or nothing. I just literally, after I signed that contract with him and said, hey, I probably won't be working here anymore. I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah, I'm going to put my 2 weeks in.
Okay, but you
2 weeks of life.
But how did this is
I'll give you something.
It was symbolic for you.
No, it was symbolic. The other crazy shit is, you know DJ Greg Street. Greg Street was my competitor. So he's on this other station that everything you do is competing against the other station. And we were on the same time slot, which is 6 to 10. So the moment when What's Your Fantasy started gaining traction, and I'm on the air the same as him, and this started playing What's Your Fantasy, somebody texted me and was like, yo, Greg Street is playing your song right now.
He's not in competition.
I said, I'm not believing that shit.
Wow.
So we on commercial break. I turned to this station and I hear my song on the competitor station. And I was like, that's it.
Quit.
I made it.
Yeah.
One of the best days of my life. So all that in one. Go. You can clap.
That's the first time. You said it's another time. Okay.
Number 2 is going to be me winning that rap album, best rap album at the Grammys. So this was probably a good 10 years later. Every time I went to the Grammys, I'm in a category with Eminem and Ja Rule, and these were killing this shit. Jay-Z, DMX, Luda's huge artists, but when it comes to these, I'm losing every award, right?
You're not in Illuminati yet.
So, no, it's all good. So I come around and finally, man, I make this album, Release Therapy, bro. And I went on there and I was like, man, I'm making this album and I'm going to win Best Rap Album for this shit. I don't care what happens. I'm specifically going in, writing this shit, making it the way it needs to be.
The intention was there.
And when they called my name, bro, I was like, that did it for me. Because of, all the years, it was like over a decade of loss.
Right.
And then finally getting that recognition, and then Best Rap Album at that, which you already know is hard as and they weren't really giving the rap category what they needed. And then a funny story to that, I know Shaka gonna laugh at this shit.
That's right.
Because I was so passionate, after I got that award, I went backstage. And at this time, they had all the artists separated by curtains, so weren't in specific rooms. I say that to say, I get back and I'm like, yeah, I made it. I did it. I won. I literally set out this album to get a Grammy, and I got it. And all of a sudden, I hear this voice from the other room on the other side of the curtain. And I was like, shut the man, some of us didn't win any goddamn Grammys today. I'm like, who that? Bro, I pulled the curtain back. This Justin Timberlake is on the other side of that.
Oh, shit.
Shut the some of us didn't win any goddamn Grammys this year. What the Make some noise with Justin Timberlake. Yo, I respect that. Gangster, bro. Yeah.
Holy shit. That is crazy.
And you know what? I'm going to say something else. We talked about T.I. earlier and like all the shit that we've been through. Something that I do respect of all the shit that we've been through. That same setting within that same time frame as me winning, because he was in the same category. He came up to me and said, looked me in my eye, gave his hand and said, congratulations. That's some hard shit.
Nah, T.I. Yeah.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? We talk all the shit that we had that was negativity. That's something I want everybody to know that was positive as
that was real.
And I respect that.
That's real.
Right.
That's love.
T.I.'s a man.
Hell yeah.
Because we asked him about you on the same show, and he kind of had the same sentiment.